Okay, in this video, I'd like to address the ridiculous claims that Elon Musk found MH370. Perfect timing, Elon. Perfect timing, dude. Right before they're getting ready to relaunch the search in November. Yeah, things are about to get crazy, aren't they? Just like your Twitter reply to Ashton, the only one that you left him. Dude, we've called out your bullshit on every point that you could possibly make on this story, and that you guys still ran with it. You're hurting the families of the victims from MH370. You know for a fact that plane never hit the water. All our acoustic detectors would have picked up on it. You know for a fact that the Sibers satellite constellation, which is recording in real time, non-stop, 24 hours around the clock, knows exactly what happened to that plane and has the footage because it got leaked to the internet right after it happened. You guys haven't been able to control this story the whole time, and since Ashton Forbes got a hold of it and everybody else started looking into it, now you guys had to formulate some other story, and we knew this was coming. It's just unbelievable the mountain of evidence that is out there for every one of the claims that you just put in this useless video, trying to convince people. We know you're controlled, Elon. We know, buddy. We know you got NDAs. We know you're the top of the top of the top of the defense contractors. All your stupid little satellites floating up with your Starlink bullshit. You ain't fooling nobody, dude. You ain't fooling nobody. You sure as hell ain't fooling me. Or all the millions and millions and millions of people that's watched the Redacted podcast, that's watched Glenn Beck, that's watched Tim Pool. But no, they wouldn't let Ashton Forbes onto the the leading podcast in the world. They wouldn't let him on Joe Rogan. Why? Why did they set him up for a date and then he got dropped? Why? Why did they run Terrence Howard and his science bullshit on there to make him look like a fucking idiot, and then they wouldn't let Ashton on still? Why? Because it's all a setup. It's all government-controlled narrative. The same thing that just happened with this whole Immaculate Constellation bullshit. Right after I made the comment to Jesse Michaels that I got this, and this is coming out to blow the cover off all the orbs, all the plasma craft, all the shit that we got that's flying right up there in my fucking airspace. So, this is all coming out. You fuckers can't get a handle on it, and you're pissed. You're gonna be even more pissed because we ain't backing down on this. Oh no, we're only getting more fired up. And we're only firing more people out. So what you gonna do? Do something. I'm still waiting. My pyramids are still spinning. Department of Energy still blowing fucking Chernikov radiation out there. What you gonna fucking do? Do something. Prove me fucking right. Prove all that I'm saying fucking right. Do something. We're waiting. NASA, do something. You're flying your shit over here non-stop too. Do something. Air Force, do something. Navy, do something. We're waiting. Yeah, because that'll just prove everything I'm saying is correct. Y'all know it. We're just going to keep trolling you even harder because you can't stop lying. We're not putting up with it. You've pissed the wrong people off in this world. The good people, the people that usually don't say anything or stand up. Well, guess what? We're standing up in force. You don't like it, because the collective is what rules this motherfucker. The collective rules this bitch. Y'all know it. You don't want everybody on the same team, on the same page, and that's what's happening. That's why you're running this bullshit MH370 story like you found a plane. You didn't find shit. And you know it. So you had to fabricate all this story to do damage control on what's just happened because Ashton Forbes just kicked the doors down. And I'm part of it too. If you're wondering why I'm so fired up and pissed off about this, any of y'all new to my channel, right before MH370 disappeared, they were running the disappearing tests here in Rogers City, Michigan, and I'm a witness to it for 2 days in a row. Disappearing planes. So if you wonder why I'm so fired up, why I'm so interested in this case, and why I've got other people so interested in it, is because of that fact alone. So, I'm calling you out, Elon Musk. You're full of shit. You're a government op. You're no better than all these other jokers that are trying to do the same thing in, what do they call it? For national security. Well, it's all bullshit. It's all a cover because you got caught and now it's coming out. Same reason that you guys run the Immaculate Constellation story. I'm gonna get into that. So, y'all are doing damage control. You put it right there, and you fuckers did it at the time, right when you knew that Ashton Forbes wasn't gonna be going on his live stream. He announced last Friday that he was taking off to do something for work and he was gonna be back on Friday. So there's a whole week that this dude wasn't gonna be on, so he couldn't fire back on his YouTube. I'm sure he's been firing back on Twitter. I just seen this bullshit this morning. So, we know you're watching every comment that I posted him on his YouTube channel, because it's been going on for a long time now, just about since the beginning of this thing. So, this whole thing is out of your control. You can't control it. Everybody's calling your bullshit on the comments and firing back on you. This is gonna backfire, Elon. It's not gonna be sitting well with people because we know too many facts, dude. We know you want to put a chip in everybody's head, but you ain't putting a chip in mine, dude. Wasn't born yesterday, man. Playing with people ain't a good idea. Especially when you're dealing with this touchy of a subject and you guys know it. Not smart. You're gonna have the biggest pushback you've ever seen. And I think that's what you guys were trying to measure when you came out with this story 3 days ago that you found MH370 and you know damn well that you didn't. There was 2 of those jets purchased from GA Telus. 2 of those 777s. That's a fact. So, this has already been called out that this might have been done. And sure enough, you guys pulled that card like we knew you wouldn't. But this has already been called out in advance. So, we ain't even tripping. The level that you guys stepped to is pretty low. The disinformation campaign that you guys got going is pretty low. And all the people with 3 brain cells or more in their head, we're calling you out and we ain't gonna stop. So you can put up whatever story that you want out there. We ain't believing it. Number one, you ain't gonna find no plane with all the bodies, with their cell phones, with the black boxes and all the stuff in it. You ain't gonna find nothing. You ain't gonna be able to produce nothing. You pulled up a piece of a wing, didn't identify any of the tags on it, if it had any kind of serial numbers on it. You didn't identify nothing. It's just very vague and broad. We need specifics, and you can't produce them unless they're falsified. So Elon, your useless story, it's as fake as those Inmarsat pings, dude. Do something.